Hello, friends from the inner circle, and welcome to a new trade recap video. Now, guys, today's price action was pretty insane, so I called it like it's that one day where you can get like crazy profits, which is insane because kind of everything except the New York session, as always, have been like textbook. Okay, everything was cool, predicted. Just need to follow the rules strictly, understanding where everything is. If you are new here, guys, or you are just like 1-2 months here and you're feeling a little bit lost here, that's absolutely not a problem because it's not easy, my friends. This kind of thing to learn will not happen overnight. You can watch the whole education. You can watch all the Zoom calls. You can watch everything that is in this inner circle here, and you will not get it. It's simply like that. I know how that is because me personally, I was like in 10,000 Discord channels, 10,000 video courses, and I always was like, okay. I don't get it. Okay, why does it work now? Why doesn't it work now? Now, the secret to all things here is just putting it in practice. This kind of thing that I'm going to show you today, the way and how I'm approaching right now the whole market on the EU and GU, so it's a breakdown of two pairs, is something which you will need to copy. Okay? So you will go after you watch this video. So you watch it from the beginning till the end. Then you go on your charts and you start to map out the same things. Okay? You put the bar replay. Okay? I definitely recommend you to get TradingView Premium because you need that. Otherwise, guys, you cannot learn that stuff. It's not possible just by mapping it out if you have the whole chart. Use the bar replay. It's up here. You use that and you go always till 7:45. As you all know, that's exactly the time where we should be at the charts. If you want to trade Frankfurt, of course. If not, if you only want to trade London and you want to be a London expert, then you can go straight to 8:45. Now, I definitely recommend you, especially if you're backtesting and stuff, also backtest the Frankfurt, the London, and the New York session. Now, as I said, after you've watched this video, you are doing the same kind of thing here, and you start backtesting it. You start analyzing every single movement. Every single movement that you can see here needs to make sense to you. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean that you need to trade every single move, but you need to understand, okay, where the price tapped, which liquidity did it grab in order to move like that. It's that easy. That's all you need to ask yourself. Or what I also like to do sometimes, okay, for instance, just looking like at the PA, exactly. If we have here like a high, I just use here a tool, which is this one. Just put it here like that. And then I go to the left and I start analyzing why the market started to drop down. Now you can see how obvious this is. Now we're here in the M15. For you it will be relevant to understand now, okay, higher time frame. This is higher time frame OB. Okay. Then what do you see? You see price starting to give you a move up because it is definitely in a bearish market. Okay. Look at this, beautiful. Took out the whole liquidity. And then it starts to drop down, creating here a high, a low. Now the expectation is a lower high. Now where will this lower high occur? Well, pretty simple. It needs to be in a supply area. You mark this on a higher time frame first. Go to a lower time frame. Then you see, oh yeah, I got here something. Go to the M1, refine it more down. Look at this reaction. How did it react here? It gave me a pullback. It gave me here like change of character. It did something, okay? It started to move on. It did provide us a ton of liquidity down there. So what it will do, it will follow order flow going into the next order block. Then it start to drop down. Now within this movement here, what price is doing, it started to break here some sort of structure. Now in reality, what that is doing is it's hunting this liquidity, and while it's tapping in some bigger pools, like here you have equal lows, price starting to give you a reaction. It's giving you like a false BOS in order to bring people to think that the market will go bullish. So here this one, and then it's starting to drop down. Then again, people think it could go up higher because it's starting to make here like a trend. You have another OB here, and boom. Now this is the way and how you need to approach it, guys. Go and try to understand every single movement, every single reaction, and this is how you can really be good here in this market. This is what I'm doing basically every single day. This is why I understand the market like I'm doing it, because I start recognizing things which are totally normal to me. And why are they normal to me? Not because somebody told me how it works, okay? Not because of that. Not because I understand, okay, AOB does work like that. Of course, you need the fundamental knowledge. That's super important, because if you have wrong fundamental knowledge and you think, okay, you need to follow this and this and this, and that's bullshit. Like you need to sell out the resistance, you need to follow head and shoulder patterns and so on. That's not okay. Of course not. But you need to exercise in order to understand, to put everything in the right place together. Okay, it's not okay to sell at every OB. Like you can see here at OB. Now, this is not a good OB in this case. Or is this a good one? Kind of worked a little bit above it, right? Or did it use something here to the upper side? You know? So putting it in the right way together is something which needs time, okay? And this depends from every single individual to another one, how much time it will require. Now, I totally understand people are here, they want to get rich very quick. Well, I promise you, this will not be the case. The faster you understand that, the faster you're changing your mindset and you're focusing on, okay, I take time, okay? I don't need to get it today. I don't need to get it tomorrow. I don't need to get it in 1 month. But I need to learn something every single day, every single week, every single month. It doesn't need to be much. But just by reflecting the PA and looking, oh yeah, now I got it. Now I understand why I did that. That's super important, my friends. That's super, super important. And only if you understand this kind of thing, you can be here really successful. But the moment when you just you jump from one Discord to another one, just because of it looks like, okay, it doesn't work for me. I mean, it's cool. This strategy, what I'm teaching here, doesn't need to work for you. It can be really the case. But I promise you that in 99% of the cases, not the strategy is wrong. It is actually yourself, because you're not putting everything to put it together. Okay, so you're not giving it enough time. And when I say 1 month, 1 month is definitely not enough time. What you need is at least 3, 4, 5, I would say 6. 6 months is what you need at least. But also that depends on how much experience do you even have with trading. Because what we do here is crazy advanced. So this is like very high level. If you didn't make anything with SMC, then I guess it could be kind of confusing for you, the whole kind of thing, the approaches that we have here. Okay, so that was kind of what I wanted definitely to tell everybody. It's just because I received many messages from you, that people from you are like, Darius, I don't get it. What can I do? I need a trading plan and so on. But guys, everything is up to you. I cannot provide you analyzing your mind, looking at you and spending time with you 8 hours a day. That's not possible. That's what it would require in order for me to really write down for you an individual plan for, okay, how how you should really trade now this strategy, because this strategy has also multiple options on how to trade it. That's cool. That's cool. That's the golden point here. Now, we don't want to have a too big space of interpretation, because this is not good, but we have a very good and healthy interpretation space, which requires us that every single individual can attempt it and implement it for himself. And that's the key. That's why I'm trading the way I'm doing it. Found it for myself, said this is the way and how I like it. This is the way and how I can approach it. Now, the next mindset thing, in order to be successful with the strategies, is by setting the targets. It's something that I already explained yesterday. But for me, it's like that. If this is now, I wake up at 7:45. So this is how my process is every single day. I wake up. Now, lately, I've been only coming up to London session, because I want to try to trade more the New York session. And as I said, if you want to trade all 3 sessions, that can be something where you do not have enough energy for it. You will not have enough energy for all 3 sessions, because in one of the sessions you will make big mistakes. And if you have mistakes, you will lead to increase your risk. You will lead to take POIs which are not according to the trading plan, and so on. So it will be just a mess. That's what I just realized for myself. It's always like that. And I never succeed like crazy in the New York session, just because of sometimes too confident, because I came in from London session. London session is like I'm killing it. I'm killing it almost every single day. That's super rare that I don't understand the London session or the Frankfurt session. But when it comes then to the New York, it's like, okay, I just simply don't get it very often. Now I want to improve that by myself. This is why I'm currently not trading too much Frankfurt session. Also in the Frankfurt session, the movements are sometimes a little bit smaller, so not that cool for me as well. Okay, now what I wanted to say, the big mindset thing on how to approach the market when you start with this chart. You're waking up, you drink, of course, a lot of water. So what I do is always a big glass of water, a bottle of water. That's important, guys. You need to be hydrated. You really need to have a routine here, okay? So I have the same routine now, like over 1 year. It's like strict the same. Okay, I always wake up with the same kind of things. I wake up, go very quickly to the bath, brush my teeth, all that good stuff. Then I drink good bottle of water, so 0.5 liters. That's what I drink. Then I get a coffee, no sugar, no nothing, no food, nothing. I need full concentrations because I know Frankfurt or London will kick in. I need to make my decision very quick. I need to be focused, and afterwards, anyway, in a few minutes, it's gone, and I can do whatever I want to do. I can go to the gym, can go for a walk, anything like that. And that's kind of also my mindset, always like that. I know right now I need to do work, and afterwards I'm done. Where the majority of people need just to go to work or something, I can chill, I can relax, I can do something good for myself. And that's kind of the reward that I'm going to give to myself if here everything will work on plan. And that's what I want to do. That's super important. So I think that this one kind of routine is something which many people don't do. Now, I understand that many of you go to a job and that's not always possible and so on. But even then, build up a routine, build up something that makes you happy. Like, okay, I will get that one trade. I'm focused right now. I will take a break from my work or something. Or you can also trade the higher time frame. That's what I also explain with like the M15, trying to just put sell limit, buy limits, so you don't need to watch too much on your phone. But like, try to give yourself like a little present if you will reach it. So for me, it's like reading afterwards a good book, going to the gym, getting some food or something like that, okay? Or talking to friends, talking to family. That's how I build it up. And that's why I'm always super happy, super motivated. Cool. That's the first thing that I have in my mind. Second thing that I have is, hey yo, I need to find my 1 to 20. I need to find my 1 to 20 because that's all I need. That's what I came here for. I don't come here for a 1 to 10. No, no way. I don't care about 1 to 10. I want my 1 to 20. And everybody here needs to set up a target like that. It doesn't need to be right now 120. It can be 130 if you want, if you're good enough. It can be 1 to 10 if you're good enough. It can be a 1 to 5. It's cool. Everybody starts somewhere. Okay? I would just recommend, do not take it too crazy. I would not go above 120. So it's only cool if you're like, okay, 3 years on an SMC here and you're trading the strategy on a daily basis and you have like thousands of hours already spent behind the screen. Then, okay, go for your 1 to 30. I also hope that I will do that one day, but it's cool like that. I'm happy with 1 to 20. 1 to 20 a day, guys, keeps 9 to 5 away. So that's what I have in mind. That's what I'm looking for. Let's get it started. So M15 time frame. What do we see? Or what do we need to mark first? Well, you can use an indicator. I don't do that. I don't know. I just like drawing so much that I don't do. To go to 11 o'clock. Till 7 o'clock. Oh, yeah. Here, 7 o'clock. And you mark the Asia session. Let me just zoom in a little bit. The Asia session is what we want to have. Now remember, what is Asia session here? What is doing? Well, Asia session has like a few options. It could be like the start of a strong move up, start of a strong move down. Could be a victim for liquidity above or below. That's kind of the points that I have. I'm only looking like this. I also want to see, did Asia mitigate something interesting? Because all that I want to see is, where is liquidity? Where are the stop losses? Where won't this big institution, which is right now here under control, I mean it's an algo at the end, where's the target? Now, when I just see, I started to map out fresh areas of demand and supplies. And I see here a pretty nice demand area. That's a pretty cool one. Why? It has imbalance. Okay, for everybody who forgot about what is an imbalance, it's here the wicks before, so it's like this 3 candle formation here where the other one is moving crazy to the upside and it doesn't came back to fill in the wick. So there is what? There's an imbalance. FVG, or how people are calling it, the fair value gap. What does that mean? Well, the market here needs to provide for buyers and sellers a fair market. That means a buyer and a seller needs to have the same chance to get involved in the market at the same point of price. Now, an imbalance means buyers took so crazy over control that here somebody was not able to get involved exactly here in the middle. Nobody had the chance to press there to do something with the price. What this needs to do now is, hey yo, I need to fill that. But hey, I also have something here, which I need to get filled. Another crazy supplier in this case. I need to fill that one as well, because there is also something which is called fair value gap. So, what does the market right now already tells us? I could go long and go short, or I could go short and then go long. Because what's also cool in this example right now is you can see on both sides order flow. You can see how they already pushed here in this case the market already to the upside. You can also see here price pushed it already to the downside. The step-by-step mitigation. Step-by-step mitigation, guys. What does that mean? What does step-by-step mitigation means? Well, it means it's pushing the price straight in one direction by closing these bad positions. And what it leaves is crazy liquidity. Crazy liquidity. This is what price is just leaving. There crazy liquidity. Here crazy liquidity. So, somewhere in the future, there will be targets. So you can see already, so the market is like, okay, I will just jump from liquidity to liquidity. I will go to fill in some gaps. I'm going to break some structure. I'm going to form some structure. That's all about the market. But at the end, with just one big target, I want to collect as much stop losses as I can. Because this is what makes this whole market at the end profitable. And this is where everything works like it works. Cool. Now this is what we identified. Actually, right at the morning. That's what we see. What else do we see? Well, nothing crazy interesting anymore, I would say. I see here something. I see here some sort of demand. But looks like price kind of already tapped into that demand. So it's like this, you know. Can see here that was an imbalance. It got filled here, still intact, you know. Could still work. Probably something below. So sorry, this whole thing. So let's just go to the lower time frame. Let's just look a little bit on M5 if we can spot or something. Now M5 just says from the start, you know what? Probably just take this. M15 says take this. Let's see what M1 is telling us. M1 says, yeah, that was an imbalance. An imbalance. Yes, the demand area came back down, mitigated, came back up, and so on. So it kind of leaves us here with this. And this is exactly where price started to react from. Now we also have something below. And price is here in the hunt for liquidity. That's what it is doing. So starting here also some kind of order flow. Now for us, let's go straight to 8 o'clock to see the market opening, how price approaches whole stuff. So still we got some minutes. And yeah, sorry, that was the movement. So super important to understand. This was the M15 demand. Within that M15 demand, price started to form order flow, pushing it up higher, mitigating here something, pushing it up higher, grabbing some liquidity from here, grabbing the liquidity from here. I mean, this is anyway always liquidity if price is currently trending up higher, taking out the high above such a high, because if you can see it right now in the overall perspective, that's a crazy high point. After a crazy high point, you can expect price to go for a pullback. What will the pullback be? Well, if this is bullish, then kind of in this overall range, moving down, hunting more liquidity, because what price left us here was with equal highs, moving down, grabbing here, nice imbalance. So if I would be awake at 7:17, this is such a nice example in this case, because like I explained it early on the M15. On the M15, you only have like this imbalance, which needs to get filled. This is the extreme of it, and this is where price tapped into it, you know? So that's exactly where price wanted to come into. So you come back to M1 and you see this. And that's exactly where you could just jump into this trade. 1 pip stop loss, 20 pip target, almost 20 pip target. So like the 20 pip movement is what you should expect. Price is opening up at 8 o'clock and it's moving. Now, interesting now to see is, we took again another high. We took this high. We took Asia. And it was not perfectly 20 pips, I guess. So this whole movement, it was so close. So it would have been a 19.3 pips. Yeah, that's a little bit of mess. But as you can see, I mean, we are not here at these hours normally. So anyway, I'm just trying to show you now how the PA is moving, just for you to understand. I mean, every single session is tradable and so on. Now, in this case, more than likely, that was your trade. Why was that your trade? Price moved up, took out liquidity. So look, it took out this whole liquidity, came here, moved down, and this is your entry confirmation because it's providing you liquidity. That's a nice OB, okay? Fresh, unmitigated. This one here is already mitigated, as you can see. So we want to see price coming into it and reacting. That's what it did. Now, for me personally, that would be just a too big stop loss. It's not something that I would be too interested. So I would like 25 seconds to see something to get involved in that one. But overall, yeah, I would target something here in the red zone because that's what we want to see. Now we can already see, well, price did not really mitigate something and it's starting to move down because it is above Asia liquidity. Now, many people would say, yeah, it will go straight down because it was above Asia liquidity. Now, Asia liquidity is cool and so on. 100%, it's a cool thing. But if the Asia liquidity did not tap anywhere, I mean, here, this one spike, it did not tap into the supply zone, then price needs to come back to it. Okay? So price is just using right now this whole liquidity to drop down lower like crazy. And then we come to the start of the London session. Okay? So basically for me, to be honest, if I would trade here, I would look to trade this. And the moment I see price is giving me like this reaction, I'm not buying it one more time. Not buying it. It would be for me 100% in this case. I would close it. Probably I would have been even closing it right like here. Or probably my TP would have been hit or something. Our TP hits 100% not because my TP hit would be somewhere at the top. But at least after this reaction is where I would say, I need to close it at least or break even or something like that. Then I'm waiting for the London session and I understand what? Price grab liquidity and we have a demand. Boom. A demand where we had a nice liquidity levels, prices pushing up higher. So this is liquidity. We also have something to the left, I guess, here, not order block, which you can see better on the M15, I guess. Oh, not really. But yeah, it's cool, it's cool. This is what they grabbed first. then they are grabbing this. Because people think that the Asian liquidity grab is gone and price needs now to come lower here. That's exactly our advantage, because we know what? Why should price now move down? Now, it could do it. Of course, 100% it could do it. But we are not thinking like that, because we want to see price hitting some order block, because we know this is where they want to go for. They do not just want to hunt liquidity. Now, they're doing that because they want to go somewhere, so they need a target. The target is always an OB that you can see. This is where price wanted to go for. So here we need to be very quick by analyzing everything, because if you map out this order block, you need to come and to refine it straight away. Go and refine. Always, this is what I do. I go and I refine. Look for your OBs where you are interested in. Now, which one would you pick if you look here? First one here, the extreme is not valid. 100% it's not valid, because it has, like, in the first place, no gap. No fair value gap. It's aligning here with liquidity. So it is at top of liquidity. In many cases, this will not work out. In many cases, it will not work out. If a higher time frame is in such a situation and you refine it, I would now refine it to the extreme. Try to find something in the middle, or near the extreme at least. What you see here is this small thing here. You also have the one below. But what does that mean? That one below it. That means automatically, thank you for your liquidity. That's just liquidity, my friends. Also, this one could work out. I'm not saying it could not, but this is the liquidity, because here you got your imbalance while you want to see price filling it. So you need to imagine like that. Price wants to fill these gaps. Now, it will not just fill in this here and then go lower, which it could give you at least a reaction. But what it wants to do, it wants to fill everything. And here is anyway everything filled in. And this one is like lining already liquidity. It means it does need to fill something. So when it comes here, it will just like, hey, thank you for even more liquidity. That's what the banks will say to you. Look at this. Crazy. Crazy. I mean, it's like a 1 pipette above, but like I always say, 1 pipette should not get you out. I mean, it's a 2 pipette range. So anyway, you need to plan it with a 1 pip. And that's cool then, because then you can get into this trade. So sell limit could be a nice approach. Personally, I was not able to do that. Look at this, how fast everything moved up. What you do is, like always, we are in extremely liquidity, guys. Don't forget this point. Never forget this point. That's what people have been wondering today, why I took that trade. Guys, we are in a liquidity pool like crazy. No need to wait for a break of structure or something. Break of structure would be just too late, you know? I mean, you could do it. It's not a problem. If you want extra confirmation, do it. But me personally, I would not do that. And follow order flow. Start to follow order flow. Start to find your entry that you like, that you are cool with. I took this one because I planned it with a 1 pip. Had here like another minute to plan everything, look at it, cool. Now I want to get into it. So I missed this, I took this. Cool. That's how you should do it. It's also okay if you take like a higher stop loss if you cannot get it. But try to get these trades. Look at this. Beautiful. Crazy. Moving down. Beast setup. It's a beast setup. No SMC trader will find this. No way. They're just waiting for your break of structure and thing. We go to the 5 seconds. We have the power of the 5 seconds, my friend. We follow order flow because we know this is a crazy POI. We know that. We have Asia liquidity. We have a fresh level of supply zone. We have even here extra liquidity in addition. Because in reality, the Asia was like already taken out. But it did not took it to the downside or something. So that's it. Now, personally, I close it too early. But personally, what I should have been doing is like, it's clear where I want to go. I also mapped out this level. Oh no, I didn't. Sorry. It's wrong. I thought right now that this is an unmitigated. This one is also a clean OB. It's a clean OB. But it's where the price started a reaction from. And it leaves you with exactly the white thing here. Is that one gap that I'm talking with you. This is where price wants to go. Boom. Boom. And it's dropping. Go to M1. Go refine it. Go look for your entry. Look for your entry to buy this market. Why do you want to buy this market? Step-by-step mitigation. Order flow. Order flow. Of course, we don't know where price will go. But that's it. That's the M1. OB here. This is the POI. Look at this. What is this? What is this? Trendline liquidity. Go to Discord section. Look at liquidity, guys. This is what you need to understand. Trendline liquidity. Always when you have like this kind of movement, you know, you have like prices creating your OB, doing this. This is exactly where retailers or SMC traders are looking to buy. We know that these OBs are crazy big trap. You know, they're here meant for them to, oh yeah, I got my demand, price is moving down, I will buy it. And then straight into stop loss hit. Straight into stop loss hit. The banks understand that they want to collect as much as liquidity as possible. So that will mean they will take this out. What they can also do is, if they're cheeky, they take this, you know, move up, and then they fuck you, you know. So that's how you need to think about it. People then, when they see that this kind of level gives a reaction, okay, they think I need to get into it, and that's exactly what you should not do. So let's just look for our entry. Now, what you could do again, put your 1 pip to the extreme. You can do that. That's cool. I just recently really liked to just go with the extremes because I'm just looking that my POI is like really crazy. So I'm not waiting too much for BOSs and stuff. And the order flow of 5 seconds is what I like. I mean, I don't know if you get it, guys, but it's like currently EU is so crazy liquid. There's so much liquidity in it. I guess that in like 50% of the cases you cannot go with M1 boss. It's not possible. So I don't know how all these traders are approaching currently the market who are waiting for their M1 boss, because it's literally impossible. I'm so glad that we're trading with the 5 seconds, but even with the 5 seconds, it's crazy to get into it. So the order flow is cool, because you need to understand one important thing. If this is the right POI, right, it will hold. So why do you need to wait for a BOS then? That's the point. So it's always important to get in the right POI, not to get in the perfect entry confirmation. So entry confirmation is like, for me currently, like, I do not care about it. I always want to see, okay, is my POI right? Is it where the market really wants to go? And if it really wants to go with, of course, I want to see a small reaction of the 5 seconds. I want to see that they're really pushing the price in that one direction and that they're starting to create order flow. That's definitely what I want to see, because otherwise, doom, straight line through it. And this is how you can get a lot of stop loss hits at the end. Moving, and we go to the moon. We go. In this case, no confirmation. I didn't find any clean confirmation how to get in this. So personally, I would probably put a buy limit here, because look at this. What do you see here? Just by looking, liquidity. But to be honest, it also kind of looks like order flow. So this is why order flow can be sometimes also dangerous. But order flow which looks already like this, I'm not sure. I just had so many examples. So for me, it's like from this, it needed to do like this. That's, so this PA here needs to be already like here. What it did in reality, like this, you can see it. Price only took this high in order to take out the low and then to go up higher. That's all it did. Recognizing this is 100% difficult. I'm not saying. I'm not sure if I would even, so probably I would even take here the long, but I know through my experience how often I've lost a trade because I did it like that. Okay, it's always like, this is the trap of it. You can see that's the trap from every SMC trader, every trendline trader, support trader, and so on. So we need to be able to be cautious in a situation like this, and to actually place our limits exactly there where they have their stop losses, because price is just tapping into their stop losses and we get into the trade. That's exactly the psychology and how institutions are doing it. And then look at this. This is how I would have doing it. 100% order flow. Why? I can see that where it would be the real BOS. That's the real BOS. Now, this is how it approached it at the end. Why did it went up from here? Liquidity. That was the liquidity in order to bring it higher. It didn't need this liquidity because here was already enough liquidity for it, so it went up higher. So really plan pretty good your BOSs, okay? Because they need to make sense. Don't just BOS and just get into it, because it will just fake you out multiple times. Also, order flow can fake you out multiple times. This is why I'm just talking with you right now that long, because I really want to give you like this. These are my thoughts that I have every single day when I go behind a trade or something. I'm always looking at should I go in? Should I not go in? What do the others do? Will they go in now or not? Will they wait? Okay? So think about it, guys. Think about it. Try to build up a mindset like that. Ask yourself always these questions. If you do, it will be crazy profitable here. Because you need to be really strong to be profitable here, guys. Get these crazy trades. Okay? So, boom. Moving. Now, where's the target? Is this the target? Is this supply the target? Will it stop here? It's a cool target. I mean, it's 30 risk reward. Will it give you a reaction? Yes, 100%. Why? The reaction is to make BOSs, so that, again, every sort of trader will look for, yeah, BOS, I can go short, supply zone, go short. But what did this supply here really do? So what was the purpose of it? The purpose of it was to go and mitigate something. To go to fill in the gap. That was the purpose of it. This is why they created a supply. Now, they could go lower. They could drop crazy, 100%. Because this is liquidity now. So this is 100% liquidity now. This is your step-by-step mitigation. You have your equal lows here. This is liquidity. Price will need to target this 100% somewhere in the future. But now, what will it target now? You also got here your step-by-step mitigation. It could do this and then hunt everything here. There is no supply zone, nothing relevant for us, where price could really stop. It would just take out the liquidity. Now, the next OB will be somewhere where we have an imbalance. This could be the next OB, for instance, if we go up higher. This could be just additional liquidity because people are shorting it. Probably you can even get here a nice short. You can trade here something. You can go for that 1 BUS. But keep in mind that what price here in reality did is it targeted this liquidity to create this, and now you expect this. This where price has just officially changed structure. Now it needs to go in the hunt of this before it can go down lower or higher. That was a trade. That was a stop loss hit. That was another trade. Bullish order flow. We hunt everything. Everything we hunt. Let's go M1. Let's have a look at M1. Crazy. Crazy nice demand zone. Extra inducement here to go higher. To be honest, for me, pretty hard to get here in something. But look at this. This is the M15 supply. You got your only single one, which looks interesting. 5 seconds. Your confirmation of order flow, if you like this one, go, but it will stop at the demand. That it would go here lower. Wow. Super unrealistic. The chance is always here, but super unrealistic. Such a situation. Reaction, you buy. Boom. Not a supply. Next short opportunity, but with no confirmation. Go lower. Now, it's already here. Equal lows. It will take it out. OB right below. OB already tested. Yes, 100%. It's tested. But you would now here, it would need it to go like all the way down. Because here is nothing. This is just liquidity. Look at this. How price moved up. This is liquidity. This is not OB or something. This is just pure liquidity. In the 5 seconds that have been these order flow, step-by-step order flow things. We go back. Buying opportunity. No confirmation. That's the problem. Look at the session. Almost after the London session. So, also not my kind of thing. So I'm explaining you the things. This one cool. This one hold it as long as you can. You understand that everything above is liquidity. Hold it. But now here, order flow. But order flow will always trap you multiple times. I mean, here it's providing order flow. But which one is the right one? That's always a tricky kind of thing sometimes. You need to have your good intuition to understand it, when to really go for it and when not. Boom. We go long. We push it. We go straight to this. So 66 risk reward, 100% possible from my point of view. Personally, this is what we had the New York. I was looking for a buy. I just seen price needs to go higher. As for me, no relevant OBs. My problem was today I forgot about news events, so probably would have been planned everything else. I would have been planning it otherwise. If I had made my job in a good way, understood yes there is something. Now here, You have your supply. You can see this one was a good supply because it gave you a reaction right into the demand, and this is why it took off. So this setup that I was looking for was automatically invalid because it tapped into it. So that would have been like, this move up was my setup. So setup was more than clean, but I didn't get triggered. Okay. Instead of getting triggered or getting my confirmation or getting my order flow or anything like that, price just moved up. This moment here, it was invalid. Why? It took out a high. So it's not in that structure anymore. This is like substructure here. Look at this. This is part of this whole move. Took out this to go here. Take out this to take out this. This is how price moved. So really crazy. Short from the top, boom. But not possible from my point of view. Not possible. So really, this one was huge. So you will find that is an M1OB where price reacted from and gave you this crazy thing. It's right here. It's right here. It's a cool one. Yes, 100%. If you got this whole big view of understanding what it will do, personally, 100%, I was not sure of it. I mean, I was not even sure if there are news today. So yeah, it really did not make my job well today. We take out this. Why do we go, guys? Why is my trading view lagging like crazy right now? This is what we need to take. We take that. Boom. And we go along. And we go along. Liquidity grab, we go along. We go to, again, to the supply. And then what? We can go short or we can go continue to take out the high. Because we took out now the low. Now we are in the hand of the high. Go lower, order flow, boom. Taking out something from here. Going lower then. Taking out this. Taking out that. Boom, 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 boom. We play ping pong with the whole market. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, guys. Hopefully you got this video. Hopefully it was interesting to you. Hopefully you learned something new. As I said, go to the screen. Go apply this knowledge. I know it's a lot. A lot of things that I explained now. But you can see already how much mindset this whole business is at the end. It's really a ton of mindset that you need here. Yeah, if there are any questions, guys, check out the chat, write it down in the chat. We have a hashtag question section, we have EuroUSD, we have GBPUSD, we have main chat, everything. Write down your question, let's talk about it, guys. I wish you all a nice day. See ya tomorrow at the Zoom call and of course, I'm not sure, Frankfurt or London session. Bye bye.